E.N.D here, day 3 for the spoilers of Bloomburrow. Leave me a comment below. What do you think about these new paw print seasonal spells? I believe they can be a late winning condition. Anyway, let's start. Valley Flat Caller for 2 and 1 blue, 2/2 with flash. You may cast non-creature spells as though they had flash. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, birds, frogs, otters and rats you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, untap them. Iridescent Vine Slasher for 1 black 1/2 with Offspring 2. Land 4. Whenever a land you control enters the battlefield, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent. Ember Heart Challenger 1 and 1 red 2/2. Haste and Prowess. When it becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Mono red has a new toy. Hired Claw for 1 red 1/2. Whenever you attack with 1 or more lizards, it deals 1 damage to target opponent. 1 and 1 red, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Activate this ability only if an opponent lost life this turn, and only once each turn. Mist Breath Elder for 1 green 2/2. At the beginning of your upkeep, return another creature you control to its owner's hand. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Otherwise, you may return it to its owner's hand. Innkeeper's Talent for 1 and 1 green, enchantment class. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. For 1 green, level 2. Permanents you control with counters on them have worth 1. For 3 and 1 green, level 3. If you would put 1 or more counters on permanent or player, put twice that many of each of those kind of counters on that permanent or player instead. Ideal for poison. Vren the Relentless for 2 1 blue and 1 black 3/4 with War 2. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. At the beginning of each end step, create X 1/1 black red creature tokens with this creature get +1/+1 for each other red you control, where X is the number of creatures your opponent controlled that were exiled this turn. Bright Blade Stout 1 and 1 white 2/2 first strike lifelink. Feather of Light for 1 and 1 white, enchantment aura, flash, enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature get +1/+0 and has flying. Dewdrop Cure for 2 and 1 white, sorcery, gift a card. Return up to 2 target creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. If the gift was promised, instead return up to 3 target creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Splash Lasher for 3 and 1 blue 3/3 with Offspring 1 and 1 blue. When this creature enters the battlefield, tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. Bonecash Overseer for 1 black, it's a 1/1, it's a squirrel. Tap, pay 1 life, draw a card, activate only if 3 or more cards left your graveyard this turn or if you sacrificed a food this turn. Brazen Collector for 1 and 1 red 2/1. First strike. Whenever it attacks, add 1 red mana. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Heartfire Hero for 1 red 1/1. Whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. Bumbleguard Captain 3 and 1 red 2/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature control get +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is its power. Gale Wind Moose 4 and 2 green 6/6 flash, vigilance, reach and trample. Brambleguard Veteran for 1 and 2 green 3/4. Whenever you expand 4, raccoons you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. Masterful Recycling 1 and 1 green instant, gift a card. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. If the gift was promised, instead return 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard. Hiveback Wolverine for 3 and 2 green 5/4. Enters the battlefield, choose 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control. It fights target creature token, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Steam Path Charger for 1 and 1 red 2/1 with Offspring 2. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to target player. Longstalk Brawl for 1 green, gift a tapped fish. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. Put a +1/+1 counter on the creature you control if the gift was promised. Then those creatures fight each other. So that was the last card in this particular day 3 for the spoilers of Bloomburrow. Join me again tomorrow for more and more and more spoilers regarding this adorable set. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.